Hello, everybody. It's January the 5th of 2022, and it's a very important day for Spain. So, in these dire times, I thought it would be a good idea to explain to you a nice story that I think it's quite interesting for children and people from the Northern Hemisphere in general. So, in Spain, we do not have Santa Claus. We do not have Papa Noel. We have the three magic kings. And that's the story that I want to tell you about. Now, please forgive me because it's very complicated to explain. It comes from the Bible, and nobody really knows for sure how it happened and how it evolved. Now, the three kings apparently were very old priests who somehow knew that a newborn king was going to appear and was going to be the king of the Jewish people. And they had some hints. They knew they had to follow a star, which was called the Bethlehem star. They also had other hints like a sheep of lamb. I'm not going to go into all details, but let me explain to you. Nobody really knows whether they had to follow a star, a comet, or a planet. But they knew that if they followed that star, they would find Jesus Christ, which was going to be born on the 25th of December, right? Now, just for your information, Arameans, which is a very, very old uh, population, already 5 centuries before Christ, they made a calendar that corresponded to the planets that humans could see with their bare eyes, and who were also related to the names of the days of the week, at least in Latin. Let's see. Monday in English comes from moon. In Spanish, it's lunes, and moon in Spanish is luna. So it's the same. Mars, second planet that you can see, martes, it's Thursday. So Tuesday in English, I don't know why. Mercury, miércoles, Wednesday in English. Jupiter, Jupiter, was Thursday. Venus was Friday. Saturday was Saturn. And Sunday, like I said, was the day of the sun, which is the star, not a planet. And in Spain, it has another. In Latin, it has another lexical origin, which it's not really important. But anyway, so just for you to know, there were like 5 planets that humans could see with a bare eye, and then they did find 3 more, and they gave them Greek Roman names to follow the tradition, which are namely Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. Those ones you can't see with the bare eye, you can see with a telescope. Now, these kings or priests, which, like I said, the word priest meant or was related to magic, and it somehow derived into magic and magician in the current in our current days, right? So yes, there were three kings that were supposed to follow um, a star. Uh, as you know, stars twinkle, so you can tell. Planets, they don't. So if you see a light that is not moving there on the sky, you can tell it's a planet. If it's red, you know it's Mars, by the way. And now there's a lot of apps that you can download, and you can just point at the sky, and you can tell immediately. I mean, what are you looking at? So it's just incredible. But yes, they were supposed to follow some kind of star and find Jesus on the 25th of December. Now, no one really knows whether they did find him. Apparently, they arrived later, and they found a very important king called Herod, which was the king of Judea. And he had also uh, known somehow that there was some very important child that was going to be born and was going to be the king of the Jewish people. So he decided on the 28th of December to kill all male baby borns under 2 years old to try to kill Jesus. But somehow Joseph, his father, he had an enlightening dream, and he knew that was going to happen, so he saved him. Anyway, those three kings also had to bring Jesus three different kinds of presents. One of them was gold, another one was incense, and the third one was myrrh. Now, the name of the three kings are, at least in Spanish, Melchor, Gaspar, and Baltasar. Now, I can't also tell you why, but originally the three of them were Caucasian, and somehow the tradition evolved, and Melchor ended up being Caucasian, Gaspar ended up being Eastern European, and Baltasar ended up being from African descent. Now, what we do know is that, in theory, only one of them, Melchor, arrived on his trip with a camel. Uh, Gaspar arrived with a horse, and Balthasar arrived with an African elephant. But again, somehow the tradition has changed everything, and the three of them arrive on dromedaries, which, as you know, are like camels, but they only have one hump, right? So I'm sure you've seen many times like three kings and three dromedaries following like a shooting star. Those are the three magic kings. Now, anyway, that's the tradition, which is quite unclear, but there's one thing that's for sure. The 5th of January is a bank holiday in Spain. Nobody works, and during the evening, the magic kings arrive to every city and every village in Spain. There is a parade in which all parents go with their kids, and they throw candies to the children. The children, by the way, in advance, have written letters to the Magic Kings asking for presents. Now, if they've been good, they might receive them. If they have been bad boys or girls, they will receive coal. Yes, coal. And if they have been somewhere in between, they receive a very funny thing, which is like coal. It's like pieces of coal, but you can eat them and they're sweet. And that's like, a way of telling them, you have to be a better boy or girl next year. Otherwise, you won't get any present. Anyway, on the 5th of January, like I said, there is a parade. All kings salute, say hi to all kids all over Spain. And then at night, they just bring all the presents to all the houses. As in many other countries, children like to leave little treats, like, I don't know, a glass of milk, a cookie, so that they can eat because they're tired of working so much. And in my case, I have to say, I don't know why, but my magic king was Balthasar, uh, the African one. So in the morning, I would wake up with a black kiss. So I knew he had come and kissed me on the cheek. And the most exciting day of the year for all Spanish kids is the 6th of January when they wake up, because they run to the Christmas tree and they find all the presents underneath it. And it's a beautiful, really beautiful tradition. Now, there's only one problem, is that the Magic Kings come on the 5th, on the night of the 6th of January, and Christmas holidays are almost over, so kids almost don't have any time to play with the presents. So lately, Santa Claus and Papa Noel have been contributing, and they also help, and they bring some presents on the 25th of December, so that children have, they receive some presents and they can play with them during those 2 weeks of holidays until the very famous day of the Magic Kings, because then right after they have to start school again. So that's a beautiful story about the Magic Kings. I hope you enjoyed it and that you found it interesting, and I thank you so much for watching this video. Thanks.